Hello and welcome back once again everyone to Minecraft FTB. I'm your host Warmac9. Previously we started doing like different things because I was kind of distracted, and I still am a little distracted. It's still Saturday and I'm still recording basically the same day, except that I went to the bank between now and then, and I'm slightly at ease of mind. I am actually planning a purchase for a new computer in the hopefully soon future, and we might be able to see a bit more up speed uploads and a bit more stuff coming up a lot more quickly, because I might be able to render things a bit quicker. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. In any case, between last episode and now, I haven't really done anything. I have produced a couple more furnaces because I have made those in preparation of making the solid fueled fireboxes, which we are heading to the Nether to produce. So in order to produce those, we're going to need some blaze powders. We're currently absolutely out of blaze powders. So I've suited up. I've got my full nano suit. It's not fully charged. It's okay. I'm only missing 8,000 or so on each of these guys. So it's not a big deal. We're going to head back into the Nether and go back to our Nether fortress. So that way we can kill some blazes and we can get some more blaze rods. Last time we were in the Nether, I was actually noticing some surprisingly high frame rate. Oh, and this is the new Appetite model, and the current appearance is no longer purple. It's this kind of cyan color. I was noticing some improved frame rate the last time I was down here in the Nether, and so we'll see if that's in fact the case this time. No idea quite yet, but we will find out. Excuse me. Passing on through. Also, my quality on XSplit doesn't seem to be quite as good as I have with Fraps, which I suppose is to be expected. XSplit does compress and encode while it's recording. I thought it was supposed to be a little bit easier on processing speed, but evidently not. It's more easy on overall hard drive location, because as it is encoding and compressing, it's reducing the total amount that's actually being used here. I'm gonna see if I can nick this this glowstone while we're down here too. Also, I am not currently wearing my lap pack, so I've got to kind of keep an eye on how much energy I have available. I need to get up a little higher so I can get a little further out there. Ow. Let's see. That should have taken. Yeah, that took a pretty good chunk off my boots. I'm gonna switch to the mining drill so that way I can waste a different battery instead of my Vajra's battery, which this stuff is all quite easy to break regardless of which one of these tools I'm using. But as you can see there, it burned about half of my overall energy just by doing that, so that's kind of nuts. And we're going to continue along as we do. If I can remember which way to get to my tunnel is over here. I should have known that because I did label everything the first time I came out here. So let us hope that we are not in dire straits against these blazes. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've been out here, and yeah. Ooh, it is a little frustrating that whenever I go to hit my record button, it always alt tabs out of Minecraft effectively with a little pop-up in the corner saying, "Hey, Control V to paste this into your live stream feed." And I'm like, well, I'm not trying to live stream currently. I'm trying to just record locally. But I suppose it uses the same process to record local as it does to record live stream. All right, here is our guy over here. I do hear some nether slimes, which could give us something. Not quite what I'm looking for, but certainly give us something. All right, so here we are. Let's see if we can find our blazes up here. Oh, Jiminy Christmas, hang on. Alright, there we go. All should be well. Let's hope that this is recording properly as well, because I was having issues with that earlier when I did a demo recording, and it actually didn't record anything at all. It it kind of goofed for some reason. As you can see there, incredibly powerful. I don't know why there's a regular skeleton down here. That's a little confusing. Oh, I do hear the blazes, excuse me, already warming up for me. Let's hope that I can remember how to get up to those. because otherwise they're just gonna have a ton of time to spawn on me. I know where they are. I don't remember how to get to them. Should be up top somewhere. Well, I've collected quite a bit of nether brick, so I'm going to go ahead and use this to escalate myself. Let's see, up there. That's where my 2 spawners were. Ah, it seems I have someone firing at me. I hear you. Come on down. There you go. Nice. One shot. Alright, so here we are in the nether once again. I do have a couple of blazes or gas nearby, which kind of sucks for me because I didn't want to have to fight these guys, and I didn't want to have to get exploded. It'd be nice if I could be able to aim these a little bit better. I don't have a really nice weapon in which I can fire these guys. Oh, I've got blazes behind me. That's okay. We can kill him, I think. I thought we could kill him. Instead, we're just going to sit here and take some damage. You know, the way you normally do. Alright, where is it? Where is it? Come on. Come on. These guys are always so tense. Okay, that's another one dead. Hopefully its blaze rod didn't, like, burn up in that fire there. Right, that's another one dead. Another one dead. If I can just kind of sit here, I might be okay, and it'll just, they'll just keep floating down to me along this way, which would be very convenient. As you can see, my torches obviously do nothing. They do seem to go a little bit slower on spawn speed, but they're not that much slower. So I'm still having to quite compete here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hit that back. Hit that one back. Problem is that this guy shoots a little high, and it kind of means that I'm going to miss a lot of the shots if I try and shoot back, because I have to jump or have to go into a higher elevation to nick them back. Quit it. Quit it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Darn it. Obviously didn't think that. Quit lighting my place on fire up here. Okay, okay, I'm going down. Alright, as you can see, I've kind of already burned through a bit of durability on these things. Oh, I just saw a blaze. Where did... He's gone. There was a blaze over here. Now it's blaze over there. Here's one. Darn it. Well, here's another blaze. And another one. Sweet. Alright, so yeah, really just the biggest thing that I was trying to accomplish here was collect some more blaze rods so I can make some dust. I do have 8. Having a few more probably wouldn't hurt, in all fairness. So let's hop down here. Just use this to get back up. How about that? Alright, and let's see. I still have some juice in both my... Why are you spawning in here? That is so weird. Still have some juice in my Vatra as well as my suit, so I guess I can stick around for a few more moments. I swear I'm hitting these back soon enough. It's bouncing back. I can see the animation of it flying back in the other direction. Well, I guess I could just sit right here and he can't possibly hit me. Jeez. Alright. Another blaze. And another blaze. Oh, we got a little flying bat. Now, I'm not sure if those bats are part of normal Minecraft now, because I've seen them before on other people's videos, and I wasn't sure if they were part of Mo creatures because they were using Mo creatures at the time. And I don't have Mo creatures, so that didn't make a lot of sense for me, so I was like, I don't know where these are coming from. So like I said, I think it might be part of vanilla. I'm not sure. I didn't think skeletons should have spawned in the Nether, but they've been doing it for me so far. Ah, why you light me on fire? Why do you light me on fire? Alright, alright, alright. Come on. Yep, no, 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 no. Oh. Punched a hole in the floor. I suppose that's the downside to the Vajra, is that if you're trying to combat with it, you're likely to misclick, and then you'll just end up tearing a hole into something because it destroys blocks at a click. It's like faster than creative mode destroying, which is pretty sweet. Alright, so I've gotten a magma cream, which is pretty awesome. I've gotten 11 blaze rods. My battery on my Vajra is a little less than half. It's like 40% or so. Let's see what else I can get. I don't want to aggro the pigmen, just because I know I'll end up fighting those guys for infinite, and that will be suck. Who's firing? I could hear him firing, but I couldn't tell where he was firing from. 13, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to vamoose, because nobody likes the Nether. I shouldn't vamoose in this direction. That would probably be the least useful direction to vamoose in. I will continue along over here, across the big pile of soul sand here. As you can see, there was a torch in there from an earlier expedition down here. Just hop across the soul sand. It seems to be the only way. Just so much of it. You know what? I'll take a little bit of it with me. I think I have plenty back home, but now something that I would like to do with my my sorting system back home is I would like to incorporate barrels. Like, I already use a couple barrels, but I have a dense ore world now, so I effectively have infinite of everything at relatively easy access. The only real exception is going to be like iridium. But even to that end, I still can mass produce just about anything. So as long as I have plenty of storage space is really the only the big drawback there. If I'm macerating everything, I'm obviously getting double per ore, and I'm getting a ton of ores. I need to have plenty of storage space for that. So what I'm possibly going to look to do, I might do it off camera, is set up some sort of larger scale factory. Maybe have multiple machines of the machines that I'm already currently using, like multiple macerators to handle more load at once, as well as multiple furnaces, multiple compressors, multiple everything, extractors. Extractors a little less so, but multiple most of everything else, just that way I can throw a bunch of stuff into a drop box, or throw a super quarry into a dense ore world, as well as some electrical engines or something to keep it really well automated, and then just have everything go through like a ender chest and then back to here. Ender chest, that's what I ended up burning a lot of my batteries, my blaze rods with. Now I'm a little wary to take my cart back, because my cart's back at the other place there. Go ahead and eat. This place seems so empty without all my machines. Look at it. This is a trip to the past, blast from the past. All this stuff that I did to get started here. It's still relatively functional as a house, and it was one of my more cooler house designs, I think. Kind of ad hoc, I just built stuff on as I needed it. I like this little split floor thing that I did right here. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and take a cart. I do have one other cart in here. I also had some minium stones that I know from killing enemies the last time I was down here this way, but I'm not worried about that. I'm just going to go ahead and roll the rails. Now, I am still using XSplit to record right now, because the smaller file size is very, very beneficial for me. I'm going to play around a little bit with where it's recording to, because right now I have it recording to an external hard drive, and I might be able to see a little bit better frame rate if I'm maybe recording to a SATA hard drive. We'll see. We'll see. I definitely think I can stand to benefit from a bit nicer processor, because my processor, as is a bit older i5 that's pre-Sandy Bridge, so it's not exactly that impressive. Oh, poopsies. I was like, fall. But yeah, it's a pre-Sandy Bridge i5 processor, which basically means that it's not going to handle quite as much stuff at a time as the Sandy Bridge processors can. Oh wow, did the cart go all the way back down to the... It might have. I thought the detector plates only detected if something was in the cart, but evidently I see not a cart here. Anyway, my MFSU did finally hit full capacity, so as you can see in here, it's going to be quite large. It's at the full 10 million mark last time I was in here. Also, I received a comment regarding on my Dense Ore World, as I'm just now recording into new episodes, that the Dense Ore World was actually that base with all the zombies and the skeletons and stuff. There's actually a giant aura node inside there, which that's pretty cool. And that's introduced by Thaumcraft, so that was a random occurrence brought by Thaumcraft, which is kind of neat in and of itself. Alright, so I'm going to take back out my lap pack. As you can see, I have all this other stuff already in here. Just do that. And I'm going to take out my shoes, put it in the chest, then I'll put it in the pants, then I'll put it in the helmet, because I'm just wanting to make sure these are all capped off. Now these hold significantly less charge than the Vajra, but they accept charge at a lower rate, so it seems like it takes them longer to charge, which is kind of annoying. Alright, collect all this stuff out. I will leave that in there. I do have that, and I need to go replace the thing back in the other world, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. I did just finish charging my shoes, so I'll go ahead and throw those back on. I got my pants now, put in my helmet, put on the pants. We need to stick the arrow somewhere. I'll put it into the drop box. It'll just end up going to the miscellaneous chest. We need, same for the fence. I don't need fence, and the bones, and the coal, and the nether brick steps, and another brick, and the soul sand. I know I have other places for these guys, but... well, I'm heading over here anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll sort it later. We're doing this live. I need to macerate down a blaze rod. So we'll stick one of those in there. It's going to process. We still have these guys compressing over here. I did end up, I don't know if I did this on camera or off camera, but I did end up making a butt ton of advanced alloys just because I was like, well, I'm going to need these guys. I need them in massive quantities regardless of what I'm doing. Let's just get some more. Oh wow, that made a perfect extra stack of 64. That's kind of unique. Yeah. Alright, so for our advanced solar panels, we need some advanced machine blocks, which obviously I've started making into production for those. That's why I've got all these advanced platings. We're also going to need some backup. Need some other doodads. I guess I should quit really getting so sidetracked into my advanced solar panels because I was trying to make a solid fuel box. Anyway, I can make it at least another one of those right now. So once our blaze powder's right here, we're going to go ahead and make our charge. Now, I think I need one of these for each solid fuel box. Let's see. Yes, I do. So I'm going to need 9 total. Meaning I need to macerate one more blaze rod. Go ahead and put that in there. Everything else I can sort into here. It'll go into the magical items chest back over in the other room. Alright, so let's see. This guy is still working there. I obviously haven't put any overclockers on the compressor, so it is going up pretty slow. Every now and then when I want to just expedite things, I'll take them off the macerator and stick them onto the compressor. But I've already obviously got all my plates working through, and I've also got all my carbon plates working through. Right, so there's my blaze powder. Next, we are needing gunpowder, which I should actually have some of that in here too. I know most of it's over in my my magical items chest, so I might need to grab some of that over there. I also need coal, so my coal is in here. Grab a stack of dat. It's only 48, but that is fine. Let's pop back over into the other room, hopefully just dragging our body across every single machine because I am having slightly enough frame rate issues to have problems there. Let's grab the rest of our gunpowder. Also, wispy essences. I did go back into the Dense Ore World just to see what I was suggested for. I believe it was Bish Bash that actually commented it. I don't have that video open right now. Let's see. Super Kawaii fun time. Open that up. Mute myself. Yes, it was Bish Bash 111GB. I am totally remembering him like every time when he comments on a video. No, but the. All right, is it just like that? Just like that. The dungeon thing that was there that had all the spawners. Ooh, I only have to make 3 of those. Sweet. I went back just to have a look at it, and I was like, oh, this is really cool, because I went there, and I was like, what is this? What is this? And I put on my goggles, and all of a sudden I'm getting attacked by these little wisps that can shoot you if you can see them. And there's also this massive aura node in the middle, and I'll probably show you guys that when I pop back over there with my my battery to properly fuel the area. I'm looking for another couple bricks. Let's see. I thought I had more bricks than this. Evidently, I am wrong. Well, I guess I can always head back out. I don't know if that's getting caught on screen, but down here in the corner, there's a little Steam notification. AJ's Epic Games. He's playing Star Trek Online. I don't know what's going on with that. You guys might see it by now. You guys might not. I don't know if he's recording. So yeah. I just kind of happened to see that down there in the corner. I'm like, oh yeah, AJ's doing something, and I don't know if that's picking it up on here or not. That does really bother me, recording with this. I get that I have to have it on normal render distance instead of far. Makes it feel way too small a world. I might be able to do it higher. I don't know. My computer just seems to be tanking so hard with XSplit, but at the same time, I've tried. Wow, that guy just died. I tried doing it with Fraps as well, and today my computer is just running so slow. So I think it might just be time for me to start looking at upgrade options, as I have started doing. The one I'm kind of keeping in mind is a relatively nice, highly rated i7 on newegg.com, in addition to a motherboard that I can purchase with it that I will save a couple dollars on. Get about 16 gig of RAM, 2 new hard drives, 1 terabytes each, just because I like having one hard drive for editing and recording and stuff, and then the other hard drive for I'm going to drown. The other hard drive for all my games and such, because I have a ton of games on Steam, and it'd be nice to be able to leave them all installed all the time. But as is, I kind of have to play inventory management system with just regular Steam, because I can't have all my games installed at once on my current 1 terabyte hard drive. In either case, yeah, that's kind of where I'm looking right now, is a relatively nice computer with plenty of RAM. I'll probably keep my same graphics card that I currently have, because it's relatively new, and if anything, I would end up upgrading it to a second card and SLI bridge it, but I haven't done that before with one of these cards, so I don't know how well or how poorly it will work. Current card is a NVIDIA GTX 560 Ti, and I don't believe I haven't adjusted its clocking any higher than it currently came, but it was supposed to be factory overclock, so I don't know how well or how poor that's currently sitting for me. I'm just going to go ahead and toss all these guys into here. These will process through relatively quickly. If I put them into the appropriate machine, they will process through might bit faster than they are right there. So we'll do that, and we'll stick our refills right there and let those go ahead and run on through, because I couldn't find my other bricks. I thought I had some more bricks. Oh my god, look how quick it goes. It's so fast. I love induction furnaces. I really miss the centrifuge furnace, centrifuge macerator, mace. No, it's still just the one macerator. Pulverizers are slower, so I'm not gonna even bother with those. So solid. Back to this, we still have our solid fuel furnace right here, so obviously a furnace, and then surround it with clay, and then the charge at the top, or in the mid of the top. Go ahead and collect my helmet back, because I realize I'm not wearing my helmet. There we go. I have my special helmet on, and we take some bricks as the machine poops them out. The machine is pooping bricks quite quickly. We'll go ahead and start laying this up. Oh, I did have bricks. They were right there. I am so derp. So derp. Go ahead and do that. blaze charge in the center, and then our furnaces. Boom. I'm just going to leave that right up there because I'm actually going to make multiple of these. I'm going to take some of this stuff out and put it into the corner down here. If I can remember what all I just pulled out. Hardened glass. I don't need that right now. One thing I did want to make was a portable tank for you guys, because a portable tank's actually really, really easy to make, and it can be really useful, specifically for moving stuff around like that, instead of having to move it by funky pipe. So I'm going to stick those back up there, and I should be able to just go ahead and mass produce these. Oh, I did mass produce them somewhat, but I ran out of bricks because I didn't put my other stack of bricks there. And there we go. Alright, so I have 9 solid fueled furnaces. What I'm going to do with these guys is I'm going to stick them out here outside. And we're going to set up a boiler somewhere out here. I don't know where. Let's right here is probably fine, I guess. So for the boiler, we place in the blocks down here. I use a 3x3 pattern, like so. And then we follow this up with the high pressure boiler walls. Now these normally have to be a certain height requirement. However, when you do them right, you'll automatically know because they'll merge into a single super block, and it looks really cool, like that. So as you can see right there, that is our current level of boiler. Now this guy does have a limitation on how much water and how much steam it's able to hold. Higher amounts of steam will require it to cook for longer periods of time. Now I do have more steel. I can go ahead and actually roll a few more things of steel and make a bit more on my my boilers. So let's go ahead and do that. Another 64, so that's what, 16 plates? Yes. Yes, 16 more plates, so that's 8 more blocks. That would get me up to 14. I would get another couple levels out of that. 1 level at least. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and run this. And while this runs, I'm going to get back onto my solar cell production. So for this guy, we needed solar. We already have our basic solar panels. We were going to upgrade these into advanced solar panels, which require advanced machine blocks, which we need to just do machine blocks surrounded by those. So we'll make some of these. 8 machine blocks. Like so. Like so. And actually, I'd probably stand to have a bit more machine blocks than that. Let's take another one out so we can make 16 machine blocks just to be overkill central here. Because then I can make a full 16 solar panels. I'm going to take the machine block, going to lay some carbon plate on either side and some advanced alloys on top and bottom. Now with these guys, I'm actually going to need to make some more coal into to mesa rated coal. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Now, one thing you guys might also notice from my series so far is that I do not currently have any functional the word that I'm looking for. I don't have connected textures. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't have connected textures because Optifine is not currently functional with this build of Forge, Minecraft's Forge. So that's kind of something we're having to wait upon. In the meantime, though, it is still quite functional. One thing that I do need to use... Oh, we also have an information doodad here on our thermal expansions. Looks like that updated recently. Place in a pool of water to speed this up. Don't drown. Cool. That's kind of neat. I wasn't expecting that. What we're going to do is I'm going to claim this pipe, and I'm going to claim this aqueous accumulator as well. And apparently I'm also going to break the floor right here, because I don't know my own strength when I have slight frame rate hiccups. I'm going to do that. And claiming the aqueous accumulator is no big deal. Like, it's seriously not. I'm going to have effectively infinite water generated out of this, and then I'll just stick it next to some actual water sources, and everything will be hunky-dory. So I'm going to grab my bucket like I intended to do when I walked over here to this end of the room. Grab my bucket. It's buckets of fun. And I will take these buckets and I will say boom. Claim a little water, and we're going to go back outside, and I'm going to basically set up a small pen in which to hold water sources next to my aqueous accumulator, and then I'm just going to hook it directly up to the base here. That'll allow me to pump water into my machine. So first I'm going to put in my cobblestone pipe, waterproof of course, and then I'm going to put in my aqueous accumulator with an output side next to this. I'm going to break the torch because I'm going to move it slightly. There we go. And we are going to place in some blocks to kind of house this stuff in. So I'm going to use dirt just for the sake of convenience. I already have dirt sitting right here next to me. It's fine. Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to break this by hand because I don't want to just like shoot a hole into the center of the earth instantly by overzealously digging. And clear out a bit more of this this grass here. Do this, and I will put in another block right there, but currently I'm just trying to make sure that I have all my water accounted for right there. Also, I can go ahead and claim a little extra water over here because it will auto refill like so. Alright, so I have a block down there that's the source. Going to place a block right here as a source, and then kind of just fill these guys up around the sides. All in mind, we still have our steel producing up there in the main thing. These are also going to, my boiler here is also going to be running off of coal coke, as I do have quite a bit of that. I suppose I could also use glass in lieu of to put another box on top here, so it's generating as much water as possible, as quickly as possible. I suppose I could even do that on the sides here, just like so. And then I'll come back in later and maybe make some sort of nicer base to have underneath it. And all I'm doing right here is just being as kind of quick as possible when I'm breaking the blocks and then replacing them. All right, and then we'll just stick some stuff right here. Glass and glass, glass and glass, and then we'll put our final source block of water on top of this guy. Now, I don't know if there's a distance proximity that the water can be in relation to the thing. I just know that it has to be relatively close to water, and the more water it's touching, the better. So I'm just going to assume that if I have water on all of our, 5 of the 6 sides of the cube, it will generate water as quickly as possible. And as you can see, it is producing water quite quickly. Now, as you can also see over here, it is also holding water. What we have to do with that is turn it into steam. Steam is basically just, you know, evaporated water. It's heating up the water to a point that it turns into a gas, a vapor. And so to click to make this go ahead and produce its final stack of 3, like so. I believe that's actually in place so that way you can automate production with the rolling machine, because the rolling machine is something that's just kind of like, oh, you got it, kind of thing. Just going to, that's my advanced alloys, not quite what I was going for. Do I even lift, bro? That is really the question here. I apparently did not grab my plates, so we head back upstairs, despite the frame rates. Head back over here, because when I shift click, it actually places it over into the 3x3 crafting table grid for whatever reason. Don't know why. Take our steel plates, we'll split these, and we have ourselves another 24 high pressure boiler blocks. I'm going to step back outside here, and we're going to ascend this guy once again. Not using glass as a building material. That's always a good plan. Now this is going to kind of break it temporarily every time I place a new block that doesn't make it a perfect cube. But it's just in the effort of trying to make sure that I have as much storage space as possible. So as you can see here, it's not reforming as a cube. This is the highest volume in which you can hold. So I'll hop down and we'll have a look at it. So as you can see here, it is 4 tall, 3x3 wide. I believe this is the highest capacity for this particular layout of it. I don't think you can get a larger base, but I think this is as tall as it goes. As you can also see, it's currently building up water. We don't have any steam in it quite yet. So in order to do steam, we're going to take out some coal coke. because coal coke does produce enough heat. As you can see, it produces 6.4k heat. When we put that in there, it goes ahead and lights off and starts burning. Now, it burns really, really quickly initially because it's having to heat up the entire tank of water. But as it cooks right here, it will eventually start producing in steam while it consumes the water on this side. You can also manually load water in via bucket here, and it'll put out your empty bucket there. So you have options of feeding full buckets out in, empty buckets out. However, I find that just having an aqueous accumulator adjacent to a water a boiler is quite fine if you're looking to go into steam power. Now, obviously, you can also queue in multiple fuel types, which is what these cells are for right here. So in the event that you want to just automate everything, it'll automatically queue in more fuel for your boiler. So I can come back in here, we'll grab some more coal coke, and we'll stick that in here as well while it generates additional steam. Now I am keeping it outside just because I don't want it blowing up the inside of my house in the event I do not maintain it perfectly. These guys can pop, and you don't want to be standing next to them if they do pop. However, it kind of requires a significant amount of neglect, and I do have a tendency to let my server run for periods of time with me not being at it. So that's kind of the thing. As you can see, it's still generating plenty of water. We still got it going up on heat. It's still consuming that coal coke pretty quickly, and it'll take out about a full stack of coal coke before it eventually has generated enough heat to go on its own accord. But coal coke is significantly more efficient than your average piece of coal. As you can see there, it says 3.2k heat solid fueled firebox versus this stuff, which is 6.4k heat in a solid fuel firebox. You can also do things like liquid fuels fireboxes. Personally, I find those require a bit more maintenance. So I'm not exactly a big user of them. So I suppose eventually I could show you guys how to do that. But this is the gist of any boiler if you want to do any sort of boiler. For getting the steam energy out, you simply have to use waterproof piping, I believe. And it basically, it's like transferring a fluid, except that it's steam. It's literally just steam. Those will go into steam-powered engines like these. Now, these are all relatively simple to produce. Steel-plated ones would be your higher-end ones that are a little bit more resistant to exploding. These also have their own independent output levels. I'm not 100% sure on the differences between outputs, but I suppose we can always figure that out. But for now, I think this will do it. I might produce a mini episode between now and the next full-fledged episode where I start work on Quantum Suit. But yeah, this is more or less me just getting out a steam boiler to kind of represent and show what it can do, and I'll probably go ahead and build out some steam engines, and I guess I'll show that to you guys next time. But for now, this has been WarMac9. We've gone back to the Nether. We had a little bit of a run-in with some more blazes, and we built a steam engine, so or a steam boiler tank. One of these guys, the thing that's behind me right now. So once again, this has been WarMac9, and I will see all of you fancy peoples next time.